Welcome, everybody, to another episode of Dan-A-Plooza. My guest at this time is from the model world. Say hello to Emerald.
Hey guys, it's Emerald. How are
Hey.
you? How are you
so for
doing?
so for those watching and future watching, Emerald is a tall model. You can find her on her social media at Emerald SXP. That's on Instagram. It's the same on Twitter, is it not?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, so you can go ahead and make sure to follow her on those social media sites and any retweets, anything, likes, do all that wonderful stuff.
Awesome. Thank you.
You're welcome. That's the plug segment.
Yeah, greatly appreciated.
Oh, thank you. I always believe that it's important to plug stuff and get things situated. So let's get into some questions. All right. Um, so I first noticed you through via social media, Instagram, and I saw that you were a big Comic Con fan. So that was like the first reason like I reached out. And I want to know what you most like about attending these conventions, the Calgary Expo and the Toronto Comic Con.
um, yeah. I went to Toronto Comic Con like way back, but twice. And my cat just like is freaking out over here. But
Okay.
so I went, but that was way back. So lately I've been going to I went to like Calgary and Edmonton, which is a lot of fun. Like it's just a great environment and people are always so positive and they're all like we all have are excited to be there and it's just like you there's this like amazing positive energy of everyone and it's just like fun to show off like you know these great works of art of their cosplays and then to hear the story of like why they chose them and how or if they like identify with them or I don't know, it's just like a really positive environment and luckily like a friend has a booth there, so it's kind of nice to be able to put my things down and sit in the booth. Yeah, so my actually it's my boyfriend has a booth, so it's like kind of a
Okay.
perfect thing. Yeah. So,
Yeah.
but
Um
besides that, I'd probably go anyways because I do enjoy like dressing up and like walking around and buying a few souvenirs and stuff. Like the one I'm really excited about is like the Diablo baseball cap I've been putting on my stories like every single day. I'm like, look, I still wearing it. Yeah.
um so when I saw some of these pictures, I saw that you chose the Super Mario Princess Peach. What made you decide Princess Peach, and have you always been a Princess Peach fan?
So we like to play on the height difference of us. So my
Uh-huh.
boyfriend, he's like 5'9", which is kind of shorter, and then
Oh,
Princess Peach is like this giant woman in the game, right? Or in the movie even. So it's
yeah.
like it works well. So we always are thinking about like different cosplays that can work well, like Poison Ivy and Doctor Psycho, for example. Uh, and so yeah, Princess Peach, it's just like cute, fun cosplay, and I really enjoy doing it because the kids around like that come to Comic Con, they're always so excited and they're like, "It's Peach, I just need a picture with you," and they get so excited. And it's
Aw.
funny, the other time we like did a mashup with like Quiet and Princess Peach. I did a mashup, and he did a mashup with like Super Mario and Snake. Just because our Snake and Quiet costumes weren't ready yet, so we just like mashed them up. And then so when I turned, I had the black makeup on for Quiet, and kids were just like, I'm so scared. I was
Scared.
like, I'm so sorry. I did not think this through, but kids were scared. Yeah.
Oh
Um,
man, it made me wonder if you had played any of the video games, and I always think of like Mario Kart. If you had played any of those games and influence, and why you like that character.
yeah, like I guess I'm not a Super Mario fan.
Yeah.
Super Mario fan. Like I've played it, especially on like the Game Boys, Nintendo Game Boys and stuff. But it's more just like a fun costume that we were able to put together for ourselves. Like and like it's fun to, especially since the movie came out, is like let's just play into it. I know it's not the best reason. It's not like, oh, I love being a princess and being the damsel in distress or whatever. Yeah.
But yeah, I was a Mario fan. I had NES back in the day, and my friends and I used to play 64, in the Mario Kart and everything. And I'd always get hit with the turtle shell, so I just needed the ghost just to steal stuff back. And
Yeah. Uh, that is, I've always found that game so challenging, the Mario Kart game, that it's like, I don't know, it's something about like the controls or something. I just can't
yeah,
do it.
they're so bulky.
Yeah. But
But I actually have a character that I'm doing next week because I'm going to animate Columbus
oh,
uh,
nice.
on Friday, and I'm going as Dr. Zoidberg from Futurama.
Nice. That's a good one. So you'll have like all the tentacles, right?
The claws,
Yeah,
yeah.
the claws, not the tentacles, right?
But I was able to order the claws on Amazon, and then
Ah,
somebody did like a yarn mashup, and so like it's got like the head, and then he's got like some of the tentacles like right
right.
here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You'll have to send me a picture. That sounds amazing.
I will. I'm gonna do a video and I'll post it on Instagram, but I'll send it to you. But they're gonna have Billy West Fry there. They're gonna have Amy Wong, and then Hermes Conrad. So,
What about the female male main character with the one eye? What is that?
oh, Leela,
Leela. N-
that's Caddy Siegel. She was with Married with Children, Sons of Anarchy.
right.
She's very hard to get a hold of.
Fair enough.
It's very hard to get a hold of her. But Fry, Billy West is always my favorite because he does Zoidberg, Fry, um, Zap, and the
Oh wow.
Professor.
Oh wow, that's so exciting. That'll be fun to see him, I guess.
Oh yeah, I met him
Yeah.
virtually, and if you're interested in that, we did like a short interview because I met him virtually through a convention, and he did Ren and Stimpy, he did Doug, he did Fry.
Oh nice.
He just rattled off, and I just sat there.
Like for voice acting?
It was a virtual meet and greet through
Oh.
GalaxyCon,
Oh,
and
okay.
so when I told him I like these characters, he just went into character mode and started
Um
doing all the
oh,
voices.
I see what you mean. That's so funny. That'd be awesome to like see. I'll have to look it up.
Yeah, so I just sat there. I'm like, I'll just sit here while you do everything, and I'll
Yeah.
just live my childhood.
Yeah. That's
But
so much fun.
it was, especially because he did a funny segment of Doug. Funny, I don't know if you ever watched Doug. Um, that was a Nickelodeon cartoon. So he
No.
did it if Doug was falling on hard times, and then the bully that messed with him was like the judge, and he played that whole scenario under a minute. So
Oh wow, that's so cool. He
yeah,
sounds really talented.
he is. He does so many voices, and you wouldn't be able to tell because he just looks like a normal Joe. Like you just look at a picture of him, he just looks like a normal guy, but there's so much creativity
Mhm.
behind that. I think him, Dana Snyder, if you've ever seen Aqua Teen Hunger Force, will be there. And do you watch Ruby?
No.
Okay. You ever seen Red versus Blue?
No.
Okay, that's like the Halo stuff. So
Oh,
um,
okay.
they have their own little spoof show. So I'll be meeting one of them. But anyway,
Cool.
let's get back to questions. um, so I have noticed. First of all, you have very glamorous photos from everything that I've seen, and I kind of want to know because I know you've done different shoots and had different environments. Is there a dream photo shoot for you that you haven't had yet that you would like?
Uh, I mean, like, yeah, I'd love to do like high fashion and such with like a designer, obviously that would be the ultimate goal. Or just like, um, I can't like that'd be amazing just to be part of an editorial photo shoot where it's like very artsy and like high, it can be a high fashion. So it's like you
Okay.
get your hair and makeup done and just like over the top, that's I always just like getting my hair and makeup done for photo shoots. I usually do it myself, so getting it done is always a nice treat not to.
So you want the works, the whole
Yeah.
package deal.
Exactly.
Okay. Well, I certainly hope that it does come true. So
Oh,
I'm rooting for you.
well, thank you. It'll be amazing. It'll be so much fun.
Yes. um. So, what are some of your favorite magazines that you've been featured in as a model? Do you have favorites?
Um, I guess I don't have a favorite. Like, one was Vigor, which was kind of a more alternative sort of style, and I'm more of a like I like the alternative style versus maybe more like Beautica was one of them that was like very
Okay.
pretty. Like I really like pretty things, obviously. Like that's where like the high fashion or editorial photo shoots would be in. But if I'm flipping through one, it'd be more of like so it's kind of a counter. I guess that's not the correct answer. I guess answer this correctly. But yeah.
Th- There's no incorrect answers on Dan-A-Plooza. It's
Oh,
what you want it to be. So,
well, thank you.
but because I did see the cover one for is it called Butica? I just want to make sure I'm saying it correctly.
I think so.
Okay.
Like I'm just reading it to Beautica, so it was like lime green, like lingerie sort of
Yes.
bikini or lingerie. Yeah. So it was like the most recent one that we got published in, the photographer and I, so it was pretty special.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Um, so when you're featured in these magazines, do they send one to you? Do you pick one up, or do people tell you and then you find out? How do you know then when it comes out?
They usually we apply to be in the magazine and then they'll tell you that like, oh yeah, you'll be featured in the May 20 like or spring publish. So then you just wait for it and I can buy it myself. One that I did buy was from Charms magazine. I forgot
Okay.
about that one. It was the first one actually, so it's pretty special being published in that. And then I was so Charms like yeah, I had to buy the magazine and that was pretty nice to be part of.
So when you have these magazines, do you kind of display them after you picked up yours, or they?
No, maybe I should, but it's like kind of strange. Like I have some pictures of my work like on the walls here, but not so much in the magazines. And I should maybe I should. I print them out or like have them in my folder and portfolio, but yeah, not so much. I have like my first one I was in a newspaper and I have that because it was like first one, I guess.
Oh,
The first of
yeah.
the first. And so I have that on like a plaque.
Well, there you
Yeah.
go. Yeah, always gotta save your history.
Yeah, and like adding to your portfolio is like really what they're like um um agencies are looking for is like where you've been published, not so much like just pictures that you have collected. Hmm.
So, Now, when you do these different shoots, are you doing them mostly in the same location, or do you travel for any of them?
I've done most of them in Toronto, like in the Toronto area with variety of photographers. Um, and I've done a few, like, yeah, most of them are in Toronto area, and because that's
Okay.
where I was living, and I just recently moved to Alberta, so yeah, haven't really sat down and found too many. I've been two photographers I've worked for in Alberta, so it's been
Mhm.
good, like a good starting point.
Yeah.
Mm.
Um, would you want to travel? Like, if they wanted you to send you anywhere overseas, would you want that?
Oh, definitely, yeah, for sure. Yeah, I'd do that, or like or be like an influencer, like, oh, like buy this product and like for your face makeup or for your makeup or buy these socks or shoes. I if they send it to me, I'll do like those advertisements. So I've done that, I
Oh,
guess, a
okay.
few times. Yeah.
Um, I think you would do really good, maybe in Europe, like maybe
Mm.
like in London or in France.
Yeah. Maybe. I guess I just haven't been there, so
I
yeah.
know they have like a lot of good scenery there, and then there's the classic red phone booths and everything, and then
Yeah.
people do photo shoots like that. So just a lot of stuff, or even stuff with like the Eiffel Tower. So
Mhm. For sure. I mean, that's like the fashion industry, I guess. It's kind of the Europe side in Europe. Um, yeah, and like the in Holland, where like my heritage is from, it's like the
oh,
tallest,
okay.
like where I get all my height from. So they have taller models, perhaps. But
Oh, wow.
yeah,
Yeah, I have been to Ireland, so I can tell you I've been there, and it is very gorgeous with all of the different scenery and the landmarks and just the way the land is. So
yeah. Uh, I haven't been to Ireland, but I've been like in northern England, which was quite
okay.
nice. But that was before I started modeling and stuff. That was just for vacation, so I was able to like just I was just visiting, traveling, yeah. But yeah, it's very different from here, right? And
Oh
it's
yeah.
just they ancient history really is what it is.
I think one of the best experiences I had is I took a horse carriage ride through Galloway, Ireland, to see the different castles and the countryside.
Oh, that sounds so like story like.
Yeah, story. And I had a pocket watch too, and I was like, "The time is," and
Did you with a monocle?
I should have, but I did have the cap, you know.
Okay, so you get most of the package.
Yeah,
Oh, cute.
it was. And just getting used to. I don't know if you remember, like, but sometimes in northern, I don't know in northern Europe, but I know in Ireland sometimes words mean different. Did you experience that when you think the word means this and it means something different over there?
Yeah, well, the boot of the car or something is the pretty common one, or
Yeah.
m we are in like the accent Geordie in England, the Geordie accent. So it's like
Hmm.
Newcastle has that Geordie accent. So they say a lot of different things. That's like almost a different language, like different language of English. Um, I just can't think of one because it's been several years, but there was definitely like, okay, what did you mean by? Yeah.
I
Yeah,
just
what
remember that my cousin wanted like gel for his hair over in
mm.
Ireland, and he called the hotel front desk and they brought him shampoo.
Oh, I want hair gel, and they were like, "Oh, he must mean shampoo." Yeah.
Yeah. And he looked at me and I go, just use it a lot.
Just put so much in there and just let it dry. I'm sure it'll work.
Just let the Dove ooze.
Yeah, like, I went out with a guy that used hand sanitizer in his hair. I don't recommend that,
Oh.
but maybe it works for him. It was the peak of COVID, so maybe
Oh,
he was just like, "Just
wow.
drench it in my body."
Just it'd be weird if he was just totally in sanitizer, but oh, wow.
I wouldn't put it past him.
And then we went to a buffet, and the buffet,
Um,
we normally think of going multiple times, but whatever restaurant we went, you only went one time. You couldn't go back. Like
oh.
like it was a one-time deal, so people didn't know that in my family, so I'm the last guy, so everyone's putting stuff on my tray. And then I have like 20, 30 items. I'm like, I only eat today.
Yeah, just to grab, like, 4 plates.
Yeah, just carrying
Yeah.
it, shoveling.
I remember in England, they called it carvery. A
Oh,
carvery versus a buffet, but I think that they also always have, like, a roast, like a like a
yes.
beef roast, but a carvery, yeah.
There was that, and then there was a candy bar, and
Ooh,
it says it's for guys only. And
why?
then there was a candy bar that says it's for girls only.
Just don't touch our candy, okay? It's
Yeah. I'm like, this is very conflicting. I don't
like, did you sneak into the girls' one to see what the difference was?
Yeah, like I had someone buy the girls one and the guys one. And I go, what is the thing? Is there something in here? Like if
Yeah.
I bite this, is this like a power bar or something, or protein?
Well, our candy always has extra iron in it, that's it.
Yeah.
Extra iron and estrogen.
But it was like there was so many calories all over the dude's chocolate. It was like way off the chart. It was like a very high amount of calories and sugar in that. And then I think for the girls one, it wasn't as much or something like that. But it was like they had a circle and a red thing over the stick person.
What?
Yeah.
Like to say like it was sugar free?
Well, it was not for this person or not for that person, and I just found I bought it, and it was like normal to me, but I go, this is conflicting message candy.
Yeah, I don't know. That's strange. I
I'll
know
have
that
to.
they're like
Oh.
labeling on food is a lot different than us, which is a lot different than you guys in the States. So,
I did take a picture of it, but yeah, I just thought it was really
mm,
weird.
interesting.
I go, I
Yeah.
think you're gonna get people upset.
Yeah, especially with this like June is Pride month, especially with like different um genders and such coming up. People like want to be included.
Well, it was back in 2009, so maybe they don't sell it anymore.
Just before it became more common to talk
Yeah.
about.
Or they just
Yeah.
mash them together. I don't know.
Yeah. Just organize the candy in a rainbow and then you're set.
Exactly. Taste the
Yeah,
rainbow.
exactly. Skittles. Yeah.
But so do you have any other cosplays in the work for 2023?
Um, so I got like quiet from the Metal Gear Solid
Oh yeah.
game set up, so I got maybe just like some finishing touches on that, but that's pretty good. Besides that, there's always like I said, the just a variety of different ones like Giganta, which is also from Harley Quinn, and always playing on my height of that sort of ideas. Oh, Lady D from Resident Evil, obviously.
Okay.
Like one, and I want to get like 2-foot stilts. So then I'd be 8'4".
Oh
So that would
wow.
just like blow people's minds because when I do wear like my 10-inch heels, people are already like, "Oh my god!" But like I know stilts is a little bit of a different game, but oh, you know. So Lady D is a good one. Um, I've always wanted to do like the Amazon from Diablo 2. I know
Hmm.
it's going way back, and now there's Diablo 4, but
Yeah.
yeah, but and so there's a few things I might, maybe not 2023, but over the course of a few years, maybe. Hmm.
Okay. Um, so do you try to base your cosplay more on like characters that you know from like different comic books, or are you trying to go for pop culture, or just always personal things you enjoy?
Um, I think safely to say that it's just things that like I can. I don't know how to say it really. Like that would be fun to cosplay, perhaps. Like and play on my height, like that. And I thought for a while it'd be funny to do all the shorter characters, and people would be like,
Yeah.
"But they're supposed to be small." But but might as well just like Lady D is supposed to be 9 foot 2 or something, 9 foot
Oh
something,
wow.
right? But yeah, it's more just like whatever sort of works or what I can do. There's a lot of things that are just like out of like my capabilities or that I just haven't done tried yet for cosplay. Like I'm pretty new into it. Like I've just started to cosplay in the past year. So,
Okay.
starting to build or sew would be like the next step, and then maybe working on more blah, is that what's called? Where it's like you can make
Yeah.
armor and like shoulder pads or like, make bracers with it. So that's I was thinking maybe I should try buy some and see how that can go. But mhm.
So do you, and because you're new to it, do you mostly buy uh your cosplay, or do you make any of it?
Yeah, no, I just buy it.
Okay.
But
That's fine.
I know how to do like basic sewing, so like, fix up like a few stitches or something, but mostly just buy it or I have a friend who's like really talented and so
Mhm.
I've gotten her to help out a little bit, but yeah. Depends.
Yeah.
I mean, I only really have done 2 cosplays. Uh
Okay.
wait, I feel like there was the one oh no, I did Joy from
Inside Out.
uh oh my gosh, I always forget the movie of this, and then I get like freaked out. Joy from
Is it Disney?
no, it's from and then my boyfriend did K, so it's like the uh, okay, I'll think about it later. I might have to just like put it as a comment. Yeah, this is at this point in this movie, it's supposed to be from uh, it's like oh my god. Oh
um.
no, I don't know. Anyways, moving on. It's like
Yeah.
pink with red hair. And
Oh,
she's
there you
supposed to
go.
be like AI, an,
Okay.
an AI girlfriend, which
Very cool. I'll
kind of
tell you,
funny.
I've done it for a couple of years now. Negan, that's one that I first started
Oh
on with
yeah,
The Walking
from
Dead.
Walking Dead.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
was a lot of other people were Negans, so you almost get like a line of Negans because everybody dresses up as Negan. Um,
yeah.
Dennis Nedry from Jurassic Park. Uh, he's the guy that gets eaten by the Dilophosaurus and spit in the
Oh,
face.
oh, nice. That's
And I
everyone will
have
know that.
Dilophosaurus hand puppet that I
Oh,
move.
ah,
So people enjoy that. Let me see. Uh, and then I've been doing Casey Jones lately. I like to do Casey Jones from the Ninja Turtles.
oh, fun. So you like a little Ninja Turtle?
I do. I actually last year, because I wore the Casey Jones, I met the four voice actors of the Ninja Turtles cartoon back in the 1980s and the early 90s. If you watched that back in the day,
No, I didn't watch the Ninja Turtles. Are you going to see the new movie?
I
It's like
will.
June 16th or something.
Yeah, I will. It's hard because I grew up with the cartoon and the movie, so sometimes it's like I prefer more of like the characters with their suits and like the cartoons versus some of the CGI. But as long as the story is pretty good, like I'm like into it. But if the story is like, then you know,
Yeah, fair enough. It should be a good story.
it
Um,
should.
it's pretty like interesting that it's like the first time they've gotten teenagers to do the voices,
Oh yeah,
right?
it's definitely gonna be a good movie. So, is there anything else you want to say or promote on Dan-A-Plooza as we wrap it up?
Um, yeah, I don't I think we covered a lot. Yeah, I'm just trying to get more into cosplay, so I'm excited that like you brought it up and like we could talk about that because it's been a lot of fun. So we'll just see how where that kind of goes. Um, yeah, and that's about it, I guess. Just stay tuned and see what I get up to, I guess. That'd be
All right.
great. So
Well,
thank you
that's
so much
gonna.
for your time.
Oh, you're welcome. That's gonna wrap it up for here on Dan-A-Plooza. Join us next Saturday. Macabre Moon Model Crazy Kitty will be back, so join us for that show. I want to thank my amazing, talented guest Emerald for being on Dan-A-Plooza. Everybody, take care. Have a good night.